Hello, my ghouls, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to have you here. Yay! I know it's been a while. I apologize. I really do. June was so busy for me. I'm now getting a chance to breathe. I just want to say thank you for being patient with me. I am back. And I am murdering asses. I mean, we're murdering ghouls. So today's video, I am going to show you what I found at the Calgary Horror Con, tell you about the con and some more adventures that I had there. Before we dive into showing you guys everything, I want to tell you about Canada's best Horicon, and it's based out of Calgary, Alberta. And it's hosted by Dan Doherty. Now, Dan is the man who decided to throw on this con, I'm going to say 11 years ago, just because of COVID. But from my understanding, it's like 12 or 13 years. So it's really exciting. If you've never been to the Calgary Horror Con, you are truly missing out on some of the best con in Canada. And I say that because there is no other con like it. I've been to cons all around the world, not the world, but I've been to cons in the United States and in Canada. And this one so far, by far, has been the best one. Yes, Fusa is here, tail everywhere. Anyways, if you are interested in going to the Calgary Horror Con, you can go to their Facebook page. It's Calgary Horror Con, or you can go to their website, which the links will be down below. It's horror-con.ca. And I volunteer. I'm part of the Calgary Horror Con team. And we always need volunteers every year. So if you are local, hell, even if you're not local and you're coming to Calgary around June, go to the website, go to the Facebook page, fill out the form for volunteers, because we always need good volunteers. But now enough about that. I'm not even going to show you guys what I got yet. I want to tell you more about my experiences. So Thursday night, I get into Calgary, and I do have to give a shout out to a serial killer and his family for hosting me for 2 weekends in a row. They let me stay at their place for a night, which I'm very grateful for. So thank you. Thursday night, I get in. It's about 7 o'clock. I help set up, and everybody else is looking at bringing in celebrities from the airport. And of course, what can go wrong does go wrong. Airport flights were delayed by a little bit. So slowly but surely, all the celebrities come trickling in. And it's about midnight, and a serial killer picks up Mark Burnham. Now, Mark Burnham is Leatherface from Netflix 2022, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's an amazing film, and he's an amazing man. Anyways, he comes in, and we're hanging out at the hotel, and I'm having a good time. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I'm seeing all the celebrities come in, and it's great. Friday is a big, eventful day for me. And Mark comes in and he is like, yeah, let me freshen up here and let's get some drinks. And Emma's like, oh, okay, we're going to be drinking. And which was cool to begin with. And Dan and Christine create moonshine, this delicious, delicious moonshine. And before we headed out on our adventures at 1:30 in the morning, we had a communal sip of moonshine. So I actually drank moonshine with Leatherface. Right? Anyways, we decided that we need more alcohol. And at 1:30 in the morning, we are trucking through Calgary, northeast, Calgary, looking for a liquor store that was open. And we found one that was open till 2 a.m. So we hike on over there. It's serial killer and Dan. They're in front of me. They're booking it, like, speed walking like this real quick because the liquor store is going to close. Myself and Mark, we're hanging back and we're just chatting and just enjoying each other's company. It was really a fun time. We get there. Mark can't believe how much alcohol is here in Canada. It is stupid expensive. And so he was like, holy cow. Anyways, we got some alcohol, went back to the hotel, had a couple of drinks. Serial and I take off because it's already 2 o'clock in the morning. We finally get home. It's 2:30. I go to sleep. My ass is up again around 5 o'clock in the morning. I barely slept. It's Friday. It is go time. It is going to Banff with the celebrities and have an amazing time, which I did. We started out at the hotel, got everyone together, and then all the celebrities that were at the Horicon jumped onto a bus with us, and we traveled our asses to Banff. Now, this was a really awesome experience for me for a few reasons. One, it was my first time going to Banff. Two, I got to hang out with the Chiodo Brothers and talk to them about Long Island, where I grew up, where they grew up. Got to explain and tell them about Calgary, the sights that we've seen, the places that we passed. And it was really awesome. I also got directed by Stephen Chiodo, telling me how to take pictures the proper way, how to make something more spooky. He helped me take better selfies and pictures. I got to take tons of pictures of him on the bus ride to Banff. Very fun. And it was an experience, man. We get to Banff and we have lunch. We had awesome Chinese food. You can see Foose's ears. And we just had a great time. Grant from Killer Klowns from Outer Space got some chocolate popcorn, which they were in love with. The chocolate popcorn out in Banff is like to die for, and same thing with their fudge. So they were all super stoked about fudge and chocolate popcorn. Anyways, we on our way back to Calgary, we shared some more stories, and then most people were kind of like trying to take a nap and falling asleep. I had some of the best conversations on the way to Banff. I sat down with James Jude Courtney and Sarah and chatted about everything and anything that you can possibly think of. They are amazing people. I got to talk to Peter Cowper just for a little bit because the way we were seated, and I got to talk to the Chiodo Brothers. Yes, I did. And that was just an amazing time. So I thank you to the Calgary Horror Con for the experiences that you guys have given me, because I love it. Thank you so very much. Now it's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And Serial and I volunteer to do panels. So we're running around doing a whole bunch of stuff, and it's panel time. So we got to actually sit down with the cast and director and producer of Skinamarink. Yes. So we had a fun time with Ed, who is the producer from Edmonton. We had Kyle, who is the director, creator of Skinamarink. We sat down with Ross, Paul, Lucas, and Jamie. We all sat down. It was a really great panel. I got to learn more about each and every one of them, got to discuss Skinamarink, and it was really great to see. Now, we had quite a few panels that day, and then also on Sunday. We also had to do Mark Burnham, which I loved. I'm going to tell you right now, that man is so humble. He almost made me cry. I mean, tears brought to the eyes. Tears were brought to so many people. That was an amazing friggin' panel, and I will never forget it. Mark is an awesome person. We also got to do James Jude Courtney's panel, which... Michael friggin' Myers. I mean, come on. We had a blast talking with James, getting to know him, getting to know his acting style. It was just a really great time. We also did Peter Cowper, aka Harry Warden, in My Bloody Valentine. It was a lot of fun getting to know Peter as well. And oh God, we had so many fun things that we did. Besides panels, I know there's another panel that I'm currently missing at the moment. I'm drawing a blank, but that was a good time. Now, I do want to show you some of the really cool stuff that I picked up at the Calgary Horror Con. And one of them is the Underground, Absolute Underground. This is a free magazine that they give out every year at the Horicon. Now, I have been collecting these since I've been going to the Horicon now for several years. This is a local magazine in Calgary, Alberta. They've got a Facebook page, Absolute Underground, and it's all about horror and underground. It's not just horror, but music, punk, just all sorts of fun stuff. Definitely check it out. This is just the one that I have here. And then, of course, we have this one here. And then we have this one here. You gotta have them all. I go there and I always collect them. Now, I just want to show you guys some really cool things that we picked up. So, Catherine, who is amazing in herself, she played in Terrifier. She was the chick that was sawn in half. She was upside down, and, you know, Art saws her in half. She's amazing. She is a lovely human being. And she signed this for me. She had a little personal there. But amazing. I love her. She is so down to earth and so very nice. One of my most precious and loving, like I love this, is my signature from Leatherface, Mark Burnham. Such a humble guy. So great. Let me just tell you, so friggin' great. Also got to hang out with Tony. Now, Tony is a stuntman who does a lot of fire stunts. He did Ghostface. He did Freddy Krueger. He also did The Thing. And he had such amazing stories. I got to hang out, chit chat, and it was just an amazing time. And that was not during a panel. That was like 8 o'clock at night at the hotel bar. Serial killer messaged me and he's like, hey, come out. We're chatting with Tony. And so I come flying out of my hotel room and, of course, sit there and chat. Now, one of my most favorite things that I received as well is the signature of the Chiodo Brothers on Krites. Yes. Now, these are critters. And did you know that they helped design and create these bad boys? Yes, they did. I love it. I cannot wait to get this one framed. Now, Killer Klowns from Outer Space, we all love it. We grew up on it if you're from the 80s era. And I am super stoked to have been able to get all of their signatures on this amazing poster. Now, this poster is tin. And Dan, the CEO of Calgary Horror Con, actually makes these. So I pick them up every year. They're 10 friggin' bucks at the Horicon. So as you can tell, they're hanging up behind me. I pick these up every year when I go there. And I was able to get the Chiodo Brothers, and Rudy the Clown, and Grant to sign this. I was so super stoked. This is definitely going up behind me. I've got to figure out where I'm putting it. Then Peter Cowper, who is so amazing and down to earth, who builds tree houses for a living for kids. Like, what? He signed My Bloody Valentine. I love it. And it was really awesome getting to know him. And then I got the Blob. Now, I love the Blob. I love the original Blob, but this is the 1988, and I love that just as much. Last year, I met Shawnee Smith. She played in The Blob in 1988, as well as Amanda in Saw, so that was a lot of fun. I should have done one of these videos last year. So much amazing shit that I got last year. But I had a blast, and I was exhausted. I'm not going to lie. That weekend almost killed me. I constantly on my feet, like 14, 15-hour days. Would I do it again? You bet your sweet ass I would do it again. The experiences that you receive there are unlike any other. Volunteering. The other panel. I told you I would remember the other panel. Yeah, so you guys remember Hereditary? Yes, Millie Shapiro. I got to do her panel as well. She was a sweetheart. She had so much information and insightfulness for such a young woman. She was amazing to chit chat with. I knew I would remember it. Millie Shapiro, guys. She played Charlie in the movie Hereditary. And she's the only reason why I watched Hereditary in the first place was because I was doing her panel. And she's just an amazing human being. I had a blast. Not only just meeting so many people, doing panels, meeting friends, meeting new friends, meeting some people that actually come into my stream or watch my YouTube channel. There has been quite a few people that watch my YouTube channel that were at the Calgary Horror Con, and it was a pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Now, I am going to skedaddle and get things done here. However, I do want to thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like it, and give a comment down below. Do you like to go to Horicons? Do you have a favorite Horicon? I definitely want to know. And really, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for interacting with my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your time and your energy. I will slash you all later. Bye-bye.